Test, test. Hey everybody. It's Wednesday night in the live stream. My name's Michael. This is Sky's Limited Aviation channel. Welcome. Forgive me tonight if I'm a little bit somber and on the moody side. Those of you who have read the community message know what's going on in my life right now, so bear with me as we get through this whole process, and we'll try to get back to some sort of normalcy at some point. Anyways, heading back home to Atlanta, which in reality will not be my home very much longer.
Hello.
Yeah. We do have ATC on the flight. Atlanta Center is online today, as well as Atlanta Tower. We already got our pre-departure clearance.
Welcome on board.
Blocking 0. 513 for today's flight.
Welcome on board.
Getting our passengers loaded up at this time. Flight directors are on, auto throttle's off. Indicated airspeed is set to V2 plus 15, which is 168 knots. LNAV has been armed. Runway heading is set. Altitude is set. Auto brake set to RTO. Parking brake is set. COM and nav radios will set up here in just a second. Transponder is also set. Oxygen tested 100%. Nav transfer displaying normal and auto. Window heats on. Pressurization mode is on auto. Heading and altimeter are already set up. Reflight checklist is complete.
This way, please. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome on board.
All right. Radios are set. Last of the baggage is going on board. We'll go ahead and close and button up the ship here in just a quick second. Hope everybody's having a good hump day.
Hello.
So today's flight to Atlanta should be a little less than 1 hour. Going out on runway 1 right. For departure, it's going to be the ended 2 RNAV going out, and we'll pick up the Gandalf 2 RNAV arrival for the ILS runway 9 right approach in Atlanta today.
Welcome on board. This way. This way, please.
Get the generator online with the APU.
This way.
Got 17,300 pounds of fuel on board for the flight today.
Welcome on board. This way. This way.
Halfway done with the boarding process.
Welcome on board. Welcome on board. May I see your boarding pass? Boarding pass, please. Good morning. Welcome on board. Hello.
And for our pushback, nose will be to the left, tail to the right, and we'll taxi down the down
Hello.
to one right, 300-foot runway for our departure. Hey, Frank.
Welcome on board.
I've been better, but I'll be okay. How have you been doing?
This way.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
All right, go ahead and close up that main cabin door. Last of the exams and summer break. Yeah, I hear you, man. You'll do just fine. Don't let yourself get stressed out over it. Alright, before start checklist, flight deck doors are closed and locked. Fuel, 17,300 pounds on board. Passenger signs on. Windows are locked. CD pre-flight is complete. Rudder aileron trim are free and 0. Autopilot is set up. U2 plus 15 is 168. 005 heading. 36,000 feet will be our cruise today. B-reps, 142, 144, 153. Anti-collision lights on, APU on, generators on, ground power disconnected, APU bleeds are on, engine bleeds are off. Before start checklist is complete. Go ahead and get ready for pushback. You are very welcome, sir. Got a Southwest on the ground, a Citation, and a Cherokee.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Mode C is engaged on the transponder, so we can push back.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
And again, this will be a short taxi down to 1 right. We'll go out on Gulf 6 and then down on Charlie.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, we'll start with engine number 2, then engine number 1 like we always do. Yeah, good rotation on the N2. Fuel coming up. Oil temperatures and pressures coming up. We got good fuel flow. And good ignition. EGT's on the rise. No, we didn't get really just cloudy today. Here in Tampa, it was raining just a little while ago, but it looks like it's kind of cleared out. All right, starter cut out. Go ahead and start engine number 1. Good rotation on the N2. Oil pressure's coming up. Oil temperature's coming up.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake is set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
And fuel coming on. See, it's pretty overcast here in Tampa. And good ignition on engine number 1.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
I don't do well with the heat either. Definitely do not do well with the heat.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
After start checklist, engine generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice not required, yaw dampener on. For the air conditioning, packs are on auto, isolation valve on auto, engine bleeds on, APU bleeds off, APU off, flight controls free and clear, overhead panel check. Recall has been checked, after start checklist is complete. Tampa traffic, Delta 1116 on airside Charlie, taxiing to runway 1 right via Gulf 6 Charlie, Tampa. tell you what I forgot to do here real quick. I forgot to turn on my active air source. Go ahead and do that real quick. We can log our hours.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. We'll require focus on a brief safety presentation. This information can help you in an emergency. This report is taking your attention, even if you are a frequent.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely. Items in
Check out
overhead
speeds
bin
are verified.
under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off.
Real. Definitely looks
Once
like it's going to
airborne,
rain any
we'll let you
moment.
know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You will find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit?
If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions, just let us know and we'd be happy to help you with your seat. As you leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the bucket and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the bucket or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as in crew member instructions. Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying the rescue smoking tank. There are 8 exits on this flight, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 4 window exits over the east. Each door has a detachable slide you can use as a wrap. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights to indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully expanded. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag is inflated. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, life vests are either between your seats, under your seats, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the vest from its container, and then open the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest, and then adjust the straps loosely
And
around
here comes
the
the
waist.
rain.
If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest.
Check
Or
with the FMC,
manually
make sure we
inflate
don't have
it
any
by blowing into the
discontinuities.
tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come to the
Or
cabin
take
for
off
our final
checklist.
safety checks,
Flaps
please
5
let us know if
indicating
you have
by
any questions.
trim set.
And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to
Pickup
review the
data
safety
is
information card, which
in
is
the
in your seat.
checked. Recall
Thanks
checked.
for your attention. Enjoy your flight.
Landing lights on. Strobes on. Insert switches to continuous. Auto throttle is armed. Transponder set to TARA before takeoff checklist is complete. Rain again. Double check this and make sure everything is turned off. All right, I think we are ready to go. Go ahead and turn on the ACARS. Tampa traffic, Delta 1116. Taking off runway 01 right, departure to the north, Tampa. Some blue skies out ahead there. Airspeed's alive. Thrust set. Check.
V1 rotate. V2.
Bus ready to climb. Gear coming up. traffic control. Always wanted to go check that out. I want to go check out the Air and Space Museum.
With the traffic spirit room 1371, left base runway 01 left. Correction, left downwind.
Tampa traffic, Delta 1116. Departing the area to the north, over to Unicom. See ya.
See you, Delta.
Alright, over to Unicom. get some video, but just wasn't able to, so progress for the next best thing. Alright, passing through 18,000 feet, altimeter set to standard. How's this? Is this any better? Dial back on the aircraft audio, I guess. If that helps, then there we go. dial it back just a hair bit more and see how that does. So apparently when I was on vacation last week, I didn't put any YouTube shorts in the queue. That kind of sucked. I totally forgot to load my buffer queue with that. Make that mistake again. All right, passing through 30,000 feet for flight level 360. Not sure what the traffic is because I don't see anything on here at all. All right, 1,000 feet to go. Weird, YouTube Studio is giving me the error that they're not getting enough video to maintain a smooth thing, but I'm not dropping any frames, so I think YouTube is in error itself. Awesome, thank you. I don't know what's up with, not sure what's up with YouTube. Well, definitely let me know if you are picking up any lagging. I wonder if maybe I need a new stream key or something. As far as I can tell, everything's looking good on my end, so... Okay, flaps 30 landing, and approach speed will be 151 plus 5 for the wind correction. I really thought Atlanta Center would stay online for a little while, but apparently they didn't want to, so yeah. It is all good though. Welcome back, sir. Yeah, nothing more thrilling than a boring simulated aircraft flight. As far as a full sim setup, I've got a Yoke, rudder pedals, throttle, autopilot radios, lights, headset and microphone. Yeah, back in the day, when I was a young whippersnapper and wanting to be a pilot, flight school was not that expensive. Now it's almost triple what it was when I was 18 or 19 years old. And back when I joined the military, they had a vision restriction. You had to have uncorrected close to 20/20 vision to become a pilot in the military. And because old Four Eyes here wears glasses, I could not get into a career actually flying. Although I did do a lot of flying as a crew chief in the military, which was cool. Dial down our altitude here. We're getting pretty close to our top of descent, about 20 nautical miles out. My grandfather was colorblind. And my grandma had to pick out his socks, otherwise he would never match when it came to his clothing. Go ahead and check our weather in Atlanta with our handy dandy METAR app on the old iPhone. Winds in Atlanta currently 080 at 11 knots, temperature 29 Celsius, dew point 16, broken at 20,000 feet, broken at 25,000 feet. Altimeter is 3022. For top of descent checklist, pressurization's been checked. We have checked our ATIS weather and information. Landing altitude is verified. Landing data, we got our VREFs. It's going to be 151 plus 5 for the wind. Auto brake will set to 2. Radios and barometric minimums. Let's go ahead and grab that data. And it's going to be 1226 will be our barometric minimums. Right. Radio and barometric minimums are set. Nav radios and autopilot are set before top of descent checklist is complete. And just a couple more miles till we hit our top of descent. Initial altitude restriction will be 24,000 feet at Strider. And again, we're on the Gandalf 2 RNAV arrival into Atlanta today. And starting down out of 360 for 24. Air National Guard is a really good start if you want to get into aviation. If you don't want to do the full-time commitment of regular active duty. I went the active duty route and did my 6 years. And CTAF frequency for Atlanta is 1910. Make sure we got that set up in the radio. And once we're on the ground in Atlanta, we will probably hop off on November 10, cross 9 left at Delta, and then Lima over to the ramp, and we're going to head over to 2 south. So Concourse B today. This is the PMDG 737-800. So I switched between the 8 and the 900, since I have that option available to me, so... All right, descent checklist. Pressurization, landing altitude is checked. Recall checked. Auto brake set to 2. Landing data VREFs we have. And altimeters will set to local below 18,000 feet. Descent checklist is complete. Actually, that should be the approach checklist. Be a normal landing, flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 156 knots. In the event of a missed approach or go around, we will climb to 4,000 feet on a 100 heading, and then we'll go inbound to the Athens VOR, R235 to Connie, and then we will hold there, reconfigure, and come on back for another go. Below 18,000 feet, altimeter is to standard. Don't know when the next live stream will be. I will try for something this weekend. Live streams will be kind of sporadic as I get ready for my big move back home to Michigan at the end of July. Gonna have to put a bunch of stuff into storage and take what is necessary until I get settled in. And then we'll get everything back to some sort of normalcy. Yeah, Michigan is where I'm from, and that's where I am heading. I don't know that I'll have a place to set it up, but it is coming with me. It does have like I said, that it is definitely coming with. Everything else will have to go into storage, but yeah. I don't have my own place as of yet because this is all pretty sudden. So I'll be with my mom for the time being, and I'll eventually transition over to my own place. Hopefully it won't take that long. We'll get it all figured out. Almost through 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead and turn the landing lights and the runway turn-off lights on. Eventually. That's probably going to be on hold for a little bit, but I did pick up the Aerosoft CRJ Professional. So it is the CRJ 550, 700, and 900s. So I'll be able to do some short little regional flights here and there. I debated on either getting the A330, the A330 and A321 and A320 I want to hold off on because I don't have a joystick. And I thought about getting the Captain Sim 767, but ultimately decided I'd get a little bit more variety with the CRJ. So got to learn the aircraft just like I did the 777 and the 737s for PMDG, and I'll eventually get some my own custom checklist done, and we'll go from there. Passing through 8,500 feet on our approach into Atlanta. I love the CRJ as well. It's a great little aircraft. That is very true. Gonna go ahead and switch over to CTAF for Atlanta. Yes, the A321 is very tech savvy. Go ahead and go flaps 1. Traffic on the TCAS. Flaps 2. Flaps 2 indicated. Traffic 5 miles out and off our areas. I got him just out, just at the gray clouds, just out ahead on the co-pilot's window. If you just barely make it out.
Atlanta traffic, go to 404 is a 16-mile final, 8 left, Atlanta.
If he had just waited, we could have done a parallel approach. Flaps 5. Atlanta traffic, Delta 1116, 15-mile final, ILS, runway 9 right approach, Atlanta. Good glide slope. Good localizer. Flaps 25. Landing checklist. Engine start switches to continuous. Speed brakes arm. Landing gear down. Landing checklist is complete. Atlanta traffic. Delta 1116 5-mile final. ILS runway 9 right. Atlanta. Flat 30. Atlanta traffic. Delta 1116 short final. ILS runway 9 right. Atlanta.
Land traffic Delta 404 is taxi to ramp 3 via Bravo, Bravo 4 Echo 3, cross runway 8 right, Atlanta.
Continue landing. Two good reversers. $80 knots.
Atlanta traffic Delta 404 crossing runway 8 right, Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1116, clear of the active, crossing 9 left at Delta, and then heading over to 2 south, ramp 2 via Lima, Atlanta.
Air traffic Delta 404, clear to the exit.
Straight ahead to Lima. And left turn on Lima over to south. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Atlanta. Current local time, 5:08 p.m. Flight simulator time. Thank you, Frank. Appreciated.
Atlanta traffic, Honda Jet 87 Bravo Golf, 10 mile final, 8 left, on Atlanta traffic.
And passing Concourse C, all of our southwest gates. And not this right-hand turn, but our next right will take us over to 2 south. Appreciate you joining me on tonight's live stream. If you like today's live stream and the flight, smash that like button, support the channel by subscribing, share the video with somebody who might enjoy watching it.
Atlanta traffic, Honda Jet 87 Bravo Golf, 5 mile final, 8 left, Atlanta traffic.
All right, you have a great rest of your week and weekend as well, Frank. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us.
Line of traffic.
I forgot to connect the jet bridge first. Wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Atlanta traffic, Honda Jet 87 Bravo Golf, clear of 8 left. We're going to take you straight across to Signature via Alpha. Line of traffic.
All right. Head and get out of there. Grab my flight plan. $737,800. Head and pirate that. Close out that window. Nothing else on my schedule. Go ahead and close out of that. Close out of this. Turn off mode C. Disconnect from the VATSIM network. And we go ahead and exit out of here. And that's going to do it for tonight's live stream. Appreciate you joining me tonight. I'll try to post on the community section when the next live stream will be. Until then, this is Michael with Skyline Aviation Channel wishing you a good rest of your hump day. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.